a suicide, baby, because you be on my mind till I... Got some Savage Gas playing. That was not intended. Anyways, what's up, guys? Windex Boys here. And, this is gonna be a really different... Savage Gas, better stop trying to play. Anyway, this is Windex Boys. Kind of a different video for the channel. I'm going to be going through... Oh my god, I promise, guys, I'm not doing this on purpose. Savage Gas just... He needs me, man. He needs me in his life. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing this, Uwu Foo Foo, 2010s through 20s rap albums, alright? So, let's see here. We can hit play. I'm going to do round of 128, so I don't really know how this is going to work, but I just saw Sean C do it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to do this too. So, that credit where credit is due. So, let's do this. Okay. I'm just going to put this here for now. So, yeah. If you can't see me, I'm going to adjust the camera real quick, guys. Yes, I'm using toilet paper. Ah, that's better. That's much better. Alright. Let's do this now. Okay, so round of 128. Let's go. So we've got it started with... Okay. Tetsuan Youth, Lupe Fiasco. And then DiCaprio 2, J.I.D. Ooh, it's a tough one. Well, I don't think Tetsuan Youth is his best album at all. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a good album, but I might even argue that Drill Music and Xeon is better. DiCaprio 2 by J.I.D. I think is a mad underrated album. It's so good. Not quite as good as the Never Ever Story, I think it's called, but it's really fire, so I'm going to pick that. Bottomless Pit, Death Grips. And then There Is No Threat by Anonymous. Oh my god, definitely Bottomless Pit, Death Grips. But that is not their best album by any means. Okay, Young Sinatra 4, Logic. And My Name Is My Name, Pusha T. Definitely My Name Is My Name. Everyone's a good album, but My Name Is My Name is just too good. Swimming by Mac Miller. And then please excuse me for being antisocial. Gonna have to do a checklist, track list check right here. Okay. Let's see, Swimming. I think Swimming was a good album by Mac Miller. I definitely liked it, but I do not think it's his best. A lot of people think it's his best. I certainly don't. I don't think I'd even put it in the top 3. It's unpopular opinion, but my opinion. And then please excuse me for being antisocial. Might catch some heat for this, but I think I'm gonna actually pick that. It's a good album. I mean, I think it's his best, but oof, Kamikaze Eminem. It, like, honestly, maybe even over Revival, I think Kamikaze is my least favorite Eminem project. Not Alike and Lucky You, the ones with Royce da 5'9" and Joyner Lucas, are both really great songs, but I'm gonna have to say no to this. I think Too Hard by Lil Baby is definitely not his best mixtape, but honestly, this is tough, though. Because neither of these are necessarily good. Too Hard has some great songs, though. Some More is really good. Vision Clear, Forever, Money Forever, All of a Sudden. Some cool features on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Too Hard, Lil Baby. I don't think that should be, like, too much of a surprise to a lot of people. Bobby Tarantino 2 by Logic. I think this is the one I don't like as much as the first one, if I remember correctly. I think I wasn't a big fan of this one. Yeah, I mean, there are some nice features, I guess. Contra's alright. State of Emergency. Honestly, 2 Chainz I'm not a big fan of, but he did pretty good on that track. What's Up with Big Sean. And I actually kind of like Every Day with Marshmello. 44 More was also alright. But what's our competition? Nasir by Nas. Come on. This is a great album. Cops Shot the Kid is one of the best Nas songs. It's a very, very deep song. So Nasir by Nas is going to get for the win for that one. Run the Jewels J. I think. No, RTJ. Run the Jewels first project versus Bandana. Bandana, Freddie Gibbs. Madlib. Honestly, I've been bumping Run the Jewels since I was, 4? Like 4. Run the Jewels was like my first rap group. So that album really hits close to home for me. But Bandana though. When I heard Bandana, I think it was late 2019, so that album just has to take it. I'm sorry, the nostalgia factor just isn't winning for this one. Bandana takes it. 1999. And then the other one, but it's Goodbye and Good Riddance. Juice WRLD. Oh, God. These are both goated albums. Goodbye and Good Riddance is not Juice's best album, I would argue. Am I talking too much? This is going to be a long video. I don't even know how I'm going to upload this, but I'm going to do it. Goodbye and Good Riddance. Yeah, that's not Juice's best album, but I think it's really good. He's got some great songs here. Like Candles, super underrated track. Hurt Me is pretty good. Lean With Me is alright. I mean, I think, to be honest... Whoa. Whoops. I keep playing Savage Gasp. Sorry, guys. Lean With Me, a little overrated. Sin with Black and White. Armed and Dangerous is good, but a little overrated. Wasted. Uzi does a great job, but it's a little overrated, just like I've said. Lucid Dreams, overplayed, but good. All Girls Are the Same is also really overplayed. My favorite's probably Candles. Unpopular opinion. I know. But I think, honestly, all the other Juice albums that are on Spotify might even be better than this. And this is really not a popular opinion, but I'm going with it. Also, 1999 is just so amazing for a mixtape, so 1999. The Money Store, Death Grips versus Damn by Kendrick Lamar. The Money Store by Death Grips, unpopular opinion, but I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite album by them. I don't think. It's got some good songs, though, for sure. It's very good. But I do not think it's my favorite. My favorite might be Ex-Military. I don't know. I've always liked The Powers That Be. Year of the Snitch is also really good. So I'm gonna go Damn by Kendrick Lamar. That's a great album, definitely. But I will say it's not my favorite by Kendrick, but it's still like a 9, maybe 9.5. Ooh, The Divine Feminine by Mac Miller versus Rebirth by Lil Wayne. I think that was a good, test Rebirth. But for rock albums, I honestly think it just failed. Just like Speeding Bullet to Heaven by Kid Cudi. Really unpopular, and no, I'm not just being biased because Trippie is one of my favorites. I might even say, Female Shark is actually better than Rebirth by Trippie Redd. If you haven't heard that, I'd definitely give it a listen. So, The Divine Feminine, it's not Mac's best, but it's a pretty underrated album, so I'm picking that. King Push, The Darkest Before Dawn. So, this album, Untouchable is the one. Untouchable, I think I heard when I was 5, I think, or roughly 6 maybe. And I've always really liked that track a lot. But I only now have come to, like later on in life, come to really appreciate it. Definitely like Sunshine with Jill Scott. Retribution with Kalani. Keep Dealing is not great, but kind of okay. Got Him Covered is pretty good. Obviously Untouchable. But then we've got Painting Pictures, Kodak Black. I know I'm taking a while, because I have to look up these things. I'm going to have to get a charger for my phone, so I'm going to be out for a second, guys. Sorry about that. Painting Pictures. I remember this one having, not the best features. Top Off Benz, Feeling Like, Reminiscing, Tunnel Vision, Coincidence, and Patty Cake. And even Candy Paint are good. Tunnel Vision and, actually Patty Cake was my first Kodak Black song, but, King Push for this one. Alright, so my next options are Run the Jewels 3 and Hendrix by Future. I'm sorry, guys, I have to get a charger for my phone, but I will be back in a second, okay? It's already been 11 minutes. I know I'm being slow. I'll try to speed things up. Be right back. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. Crisis averted. We have charge. So we should be in the clear for the rest of the video, and if my phone dies, then, too bad, so sad, I guess, right? Okay. Run the Jewels 3 versus Hendrix. Okay. Run the Jewels 3. Yeah, I don't think this one was my favorite. It might have been my least favorite. Oh, this one's good, though. I mean, it does have, Panther Like a Panther. Hey Kids. Down. But it's not my favorite by them. Hendrix. Probably gonna have to go with Hendrix. It's a good project. Track. Undone by the Roots versus Key to the Cuffs, JJ Doom. Key to the Cuffs is definitely one of my least favorite MF Doom projects, but I still think it's really good. Undone. These are both good projects, but Undone is one of my favorite. Least favorite The Roots projects, I think, even though it's good. Key to the Cuffs is... I'm gonna just have to go with that. Sorry, guys, but for enjoyment level, that's what I'm going with. Because the internet versus Live Love ASAP. I can't do this. I'm gonna have to pick Because the Internet. My opinion, but I would say Because the Internet it's actually my favorite Childish Gambino project over, what's that one called? The one with Redbone. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry, I'm blanking right now. I know you guys love that project, but Because the Internet is better. Live Love ASAP is such a good project, but I do think it's his weakest. Even though I love Rocky. He's one of my absolute favorite rappers. Definitely in my top 10. But Childish Gambino, definitely in my top 15. And Because the Internet is in my top 10 rap album. So I'm picking that. Untitled Unmastered, Kendrick Lamar versus Saturation. This is a weird one. I do think Untitled Unmastered gets too much hate. And I do think Saturation is not Brockhampton's best. Let me take a look at Brockhampton's catalog real quick, okay, guys? It's gonna be a long video. I can already see it. Oh, Brockhampton's album was called TM. The second song on my album was called TM, if you don't know that. I literally completely forgot. I think I focused more on the family, so. Yeah, Roadrunner is my favorite. Saturation. What's on Saturation? face. That's kind of all I can think of. Like, honestly, it's good, but I think it's my least favorite out of the project. So, Untitled Unmastered, personally. Another Rockhampton. Iridescence versus 10 Day. 10 Day, I think, is Chance the Rapper's weakest. Besides the Big Day. I think it's better than the Big Day. I think the Big Day gets overhated, but I don't think it's a really great album. Probably not even good yet, like, quite. So I'm gonna probably go Iridescence with this. Yeah. Next we've got I Am I Was, 21 Savage, and Summertime 06. I Am I Was is a great album. Really good. I think still 21's best. Summertime 06. I do think Summertime 06 is great, though. Might be wrong. Surf. Both great songs. Summertime. Senorita. Jump Off the Roof. Let Me Know. North, my God. Lift Me Up. That's a great album. But I'm going to have to go I Am Better Than I Was. Another Vince Staples. What is going on? FM versus Bobby Tarantino. I think, Bobby Tarantino is fine, but I don't think I really liked it that much. No, not 2. Bobby Tarantino 1. Not the first one. Bobby Tarantino 2. No, not 2. 1. My brain is going away. Bobby Tarantino. God, sorry guys. This is Flexecution. Wrist with Pusha T. 44 bars. Actually, maybe Bobby Tarantino 2 is the one I liked more. I don't really like either of those. Not even the third one. Definitely not. So I'm going to go FM. It's a good project. Pretty experimental. Saturation 2, Brockhampton, and then Man on the Moon 2. Legend of Mr. Rager. Definitely, I'm going to have to go with that. Sorry, Saturation 2. To Pimp a Butterfly. Doesn't even matter Freddie by Freddie Gibbs. It's T-Pab. I haven't seen any Tyler yet, and it's starting to worry me. 444 Jay-Z. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, Logic. Definitely 444. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, I think, is overhated. It's not his worst, but it's not his best by a long shot. Acid Rap, Chance the Rapper, versus Some Rap Songs by Earl Sweatshirt. Might have to go Some Rap Songs, even though I don't think it's his best. I do like Coloring Book more. So, Some Rap Songs. Gonna get flack for that. The Incredible True Story, Logic. Good album, but Take Care is just better. Take Care is Drake's best rap album. No, Take Care is just Drake's best album. He can't top that. He just can't do it. I think Drake does get too much hate, though. Good AM, Mac Miller versus Love Is Rage 2. Back to the computer. Good AM was my favorite. It was my favorite Mac Miller album for a while. It's got The Festival, Cut the Check, ROS. Clubhouse is really good. Weekend. Time Flies with Lil B is mad underrated. It's pretty good. 100 Grandkids. 2 Matches is pretty nice. Brand Name. It's very good. But what do we got? Love Is Rage 2, Uzi. It's like every song is a banger. I'm just gonna have to go with that one. It's like a super really... Oh, thank God, Tyler. Mid-City by Clipping is also not Clipping's best album. Wolf by Tyler, the Creator, definitely wins, even though I don't think it's his best. So, Wolf. Oh my God, what? You gotta be kidding. I hate everything and everyone. It's my favorite 2 rappers. Life's a Trip, Trippie Redd. Versus Bastard, Tyler, the Creator. Bastard is Tyler's worst album. I'd probably only give it like a 4.5. Life's a Trip, on the other hand, 9.5? Maybe? That's honestly... This is gonna be a hot take. Trippie, Life's a Trip, better than Bastard, Tyler, the Creator. Bastard is good. There's some good songs, but Year of the Snitch, Death Grips versus Rodeo. It's Rodeo. Travis Scott, Rodeo. I'd put it... Rodeo, like, all Travis albums, besides the first two, Days Before Rodeo and the first one I don't remember the name of, all the other Travis albums are great. This is hard. Section 80, Kendrick Lamar versus Yeezus, Kanye West. I've always thought Yeezus is a little underrated. I think some people don't really see it fully. Like, On Sight is such a bold opener. Hold My Liquor, so good. Blood on the Leaves, Bound 2, really good. Really experimental. Section 80, Kendrick, such a good album, but I'm just gonna go Yeezus. I don't know if that's controversial, but Ginger by Brockhampton versus Finally Rich, Chief Keef. I know there's going to be people in the comments like, why the hate for Brockhampton? Why the hate? I'm not hating, okay? Ginger's good. It has sugar. It has no halo. Deeply Departed, or Dearly Departed, I think it's called. Love Me for Life. If you pray right, that's what it's called. But Finally Rich, Chief Keef is good. Weird sound coming out of my computer. But I'm gonna have to go probably Ginger. Maybe this is the controversial choice here. Alright, Drogas Wave, Lupe Fiasco versus My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's just MVDTF over, like, everything. Culture Amigos versus Life of Pablo. Life of Pablo. Culture's good. Unpopular opinion, might pick Culture 2 over Culture 1. Life is Good by Nas against B4DASS. I'm not remembering Life is Good by Nas. 2012? Oh, it's a good project. It's a good project. B4DA. B4DASS. Joey and Nas are both in my top 20. I might actually go B4DASS. I think it's just better than Life is Good. That might have been a bad decision. I don't know. Oh, God! Two great gangster rap albums. Zoo by Denzel Curry and Blank Face LP by Schoolboy Q. I've got to say, I'm not a huge fan of Schoolboy Q. Not a huge fan. I think he has really good albums, but I don't really like his voice. But I think he has great songs, great albums. Blank Face LP is better. Zoo by Denzel Curry is a great album. Don't get me wrong, but it's not his best. Blank Face LP is also not Schoolboy Q's best, I would say. I think it's probably oxymoron, but I'm going to go Blank Face LP. All Heroes Wear Capes versus 17 by X. Not All Heroes Wear Capes is not Metro's best album. 17 by X is not X's best album. Both of these albums are good. They're both good. They're both very different. I'm gonna have to go... Not All Heroes Wear Capes, but not by much. Not by much. Like, just by a little bit. Imperial, Denzel Curry versus Question Mark by X. You gotta be playing, like, a really sad, upsetting prank on me with this one. Imperial, not Denzel's best. It's his third best, but I think it's great. Question Mark, I would say, is X's best. Oh, God, I don't want to pick other people that I don't like as much as Denzel over Denzel, but I have to do it again. It's just Question Mark. Imperial's great album, though. Do not get me wrong. DS2 by Future or Big Fish Theory. I think DS2 is a little overrated. Crabs in a Bucket, Big Fish, 745. Yeah, right. Bag Back. Those are all on Big Fish. DS2 is not Future's best album. It's just not. It's just not. I'm gonna go Big Fish Theory, and I'm gonna get killed, but I'm just gonna do it. I think Future's a great rapper, but Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar versus Testing by A$AP Rocky. I'm sorry, Rocky, that I've chosen other people over you twice now, but Good Kid, Mad City is just better. I think Testing is really underrated, though. It's a great project. Old by Danny Brown versus Watch the Throne. Kanye and Jay-Z. Watch the Throne is a great project. Old is quite good, but I don't think it's as good as Atrocity something. What's on Old? Kind of, like, I remember it being good, but I don't really remember what's on it. Old. Yeah, it's got some really good songs here. But it's not as good as Watch the Throne. Not quite. Oh, I don't like... Okay. This is tough. IDLS, IDGO by Earl Sweatshirt, and then Goblin by Tyler. Putting Earl against Tyler. IDLS, IDGO, I don't think is Earl's best. I think Earl's best is Doris. Then, that new one, Sick. Then some rap songs. Then that one. I might actually go Goblin. Just because of, like, the Dr. TC story. Although the songs aren't good, as good, it's more themical, and I think it just goes better. So I'm gonna go Goblin. Shadow of Doubt, Freddie Gibbs. Good Kid, Mad City again. Was the last one the deluxe and I didn't realize? I don't remember what it was against, but I think it was really good. It was Testing by A$AP Rocky. I made a big mistake. Testing is better than the deluxe of GKMC, but GKMC is better than Shadow of a Doubt, so I'm going with that. I am so sorry, Rocky. So much disrespect to Rocky. Did not mean it. Veteran JPEG Mafia versus the Carter 4 Lil Wayne. JPEG Mafia. JPEG Mafia, not GPEG Mafia.
I found this on the web.
Oh. Okay. I don't think this JPEG's best. LP was really good. Not a big fan of EP2. EP1 was really good though. All My Heroes Are Cornballs might be my favorite. Although I will say that Veteran is great. The Carter 4 gets it for me. Ex-Military, Death Grips versus Flower Boy, Flower Boy. It's like one of my favorite albums, if not like my favorite album of all time. Blue Slide Park, Mac Miller. 2014, Forest Hills Drive, J. Cole. It's J. Cole for this one. Obviously, that's one of Mac's least good albums. Run the Jewels, RTJ. Oh, that's the first one. That's the first one. That's the first one, okay. Right. Yeah, the 2013 one. I don't... Not as good as, like, any of the other projects. Versus Stokely Ski Mask. So I'm gonna go Stokely. That's a really good album. Super underrated. Under Pressure, Logic. Versus Astroworld. I hate everything about life. Under Pressure is a amazing album. Amazing. Is it Logic's best? Probably. But I'm just gonna have to go Astroworld, and I might regret this later, but I'm gonna have to go Astroworld. At long last, A$AP Rocky versus Camp, Childish Gambino. I think Camp is a really madly underrated album, but I think it's his third best. at long last. ASAP is also probably ASAP's third best, but I'm going to go with that one. Gets the edge slightly. Also, I got to make it up to Rocky. Another Rocky. We've got it from here. Thank you for your service, Wu-Tang. And then Long Live ASAP. I'm going to go Long Live ASAP. Sorry that was so quick, but the Wu-Tang album was good, but just not quite as good. Compton by Dr. Dre versus Without Warning by Metro Boomin. Without Warning, I think, is overrated but good, and Compton is underrated and great. So I'm going to go Compton. Might catch flack for that. Die Lit by Playboi Carti versus Issa Album. Die Lit, still his best, will never be topped. Doris Earl Sweatshirt versus Kids See Ghosts. I'm going to be executed. I think, okay, so Kids See Ghosts, I think, is overrated but amazing. Feel the Love, Fourth Dimension, and Kids See Ghosts are all great. I think Cutting Montage is a little overrated. Reborn is really good too, very catchy. But I think Doris has the edge for me, personally. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I did it. It's done. Are you kidding? Cherry Bomb versus Igor, 2 Tyler albums. Both I love, a 9 and then a 10, so Igor wins for me. Cherry Bomb is great, though. Please do not get me wrong. I love that album. Perfect 10 by Mustard versus Nothing Was the Same by Drake. Perfect 10 is so good. So good. But Nothing Was the Same. Birds in the Trap sing McKnight versus Crash Talk. Birds in the Trap, but Crash Talk's amazing. Actually, Num Num Juice might be my favorite Schoolboy Q song. Or at least it's like the most replayable. Forever is a Mighty Long Time. Big crit. And then Magna Carta Holy Grail. Magna Carta Holy Grail, but those are both great albums for sure. Saturation 3, Brockhampton versus Self-Titled, Playboi Carti. I think Playboi Carti's really overrated. I just said it. It's done. But I do think that was a actually pretty good album. But Saturation 3 versus Self-Titled. I'll go Self-Titled because I do think it's good. Really good. Location. New Choppa. Magnolia. Yeah. Self-Titled. If you're reading this, it's Too Late by Drake versus Government Plates. If you're reading this, it's too late. Even though I think it's a bit overrated, it's still really good. Pinata versus Revival. Pinata. Revival is not very good. The Powers That Be by Death Grips versus Daytona. This guy is a massive Death Grips fan. Is it Fantano? Is this Anthony Fantano that made uwoofoofoo.com? Well, it's Daytona, so El Fantano. I don't think I've picked a single Death Grips album, but I do like them. The Wizard by Future, and then Coloring Book, Chance the Rapper. Coloring Book, even though The Wizard is really good. Taboo by Denzel versus Culture 2. It's Taboo. The theme and like the different parts, how they just get darker and darker, is just so beautifully done on Taboo. It's still my favorite by Denzel. Even more than Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. So then we got The Carter 5, Lil Wayne versus Everybody by Logic. Is this a joke? It's The Carter 5. But Everybody is really good and super underrated. Splendor and Misery by Clipping versus All American Badass. Yeah. Definitely All American Badass. I like that one more. How I Got Over by The Roots versus Baby on Baby. Really? That's not DaBaby's best album. It's like third. So How I Got Over. Clipping. Ye versus Ye by Kanye. It's Ye. Super underrated. Beautiful album. Goblin. Again. Oh. It's the bracket time, yo. It's the bracket time. Well, it's Goblin versus Watch the Throne, so I'm going to have to go Watch the Throne, but Goblin is really good. But Watch the Throne's better. Sorry, Tyler. MBDTF versus Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. MBDTF. This is going to be more smooth sailing from here. How I Got Over versus Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City. The Carter 5 versus Wolf. Wolf, but not by too much. But Wolf. At long last, ASAP! At long last, ASAP versus 1999. It's going to 1999, but at long last, ASAP is so good, but 1999. That was sad. Ginger versus Magna Carta Holy Grail. Magna Carta Holy Grail. Bye, Brockhampton. They're done. Long Live ASAP versus Blank Face LP. Hot take, but at long Live ASAP takes the win for me. Compton, Dr. Dre, Life of Pablo. Life of Pablo. It's a great album. Bandana, and then Astroworld. I do think Pinata's better than Bandana, personally. I'm going to go Astroworld, but I think I'm going to get attacked for that. But whatever. Big Fish Theory, Vince Staples, Man on the Moon 2, Legend of Mr. Rager. Oh, man, this is hard. Man on the Moon 2 is so underrated. I'm going to have to go with that over Big Fish Theory. Too Hard versus King Push. Definitely King Push. Definitely. Iridescence versus My Name Is. My Name. Now Brockhampton's really out because My Name Is better. T-Pab versus Die Lit. You Playboy Cardi fans are going to be in the comments saying that Die Lit's better than To Pimp a Butterfly, but it's not. T-Pab wins. Every day of the year. DiCaprio 2 versus Love is Rage 2. I'm going to get murdered for this. Love is Rage 2 wins for me. Because it's the only Uzi album I have here. It's just so good. Taboo versus All American Badass. Taboo, but they're both great albums. This is really getting hard now because there's so many. Take Care versus Doris. Take Care versus Doris. This hurts me internally, but it's Take Care. I'm so sorry, Earl Sweatshirt. I'm so sorry. 2014 Forest Hills Drive versus 444. I do actually like Magna Carta Holy Grail more than 444. That's unpopular, but 2014 Forest Hill Drive takes the win for me. Birds in the Trap versus Daytona. Birds in the Trap. Daytona's great, though. Hendrix Future. Flower Boy. It's Flower Boy. It's probably going to win. I mean, unless I get, or MBDTF. It's either going to be Flower Boy or MPDTF. I don't know which one it's going to be yet. Bottomless Pit by Death Grips. Nothing Was the Same. Definitely wins over that. Because the Internet versus Yeezus. Both amazing. You Kanye stans are going to be mad at me, but because the Internet's just better. Pinata versus FM. Pinata. Just like way over. Coloring Book versus Rodeo. It's going to be Rodeo. Rodeo is just so legendary. Igor versus Untitled Unmastered. Definitely Igor. Some Rap Songs versus Damn. Poor Earl. This is so sad for my boy. Earl is definitely one of the best rappers. For sure top 20, but Kendrick wins. Again. I did just realize it could be T-Pab for the win. Or Good Kid, Mad City for the win. We got a lot of things here. Nasir versus Self-Titled. Cardi stands are going to kill me, but Nasir is just better. Just go listen to it. Oh, wait, you're not going to understand that. It's too far for you. Good Kid, Mad City, Deluxe versus Stokely. I gotta look at the Deluxe. Why do they have it separate? I think that's weird. So it's just the Deluxe songs? Well, a lot of these songs are really good, but just doesn't feel as like good as Stokely. I don't know. Probably gonna get annihilated for that, but I am better than I was. 21 Savage versus Question Mark. Question Mark isn't as cohesive. The songs are better, but it's not as cohesive. Probably Question Mark, right? I mean, I think. Gotta be. No, it's not. It's I Am that better than I was, but Question Mark is very close second. B4DA SS versus Key to the Cuffs. JJ Doom. Why didn't you do like Supervillain or Food or All Caps? Wait, it's not called All Caps, but that other one, the really popular one with Mad Lib from 2004. I'm gonna go B4DASS. No disrespect to MF Doom, he's definitely one of the best. Life's a Trip versus the Carter 4. I'm gonna get probably killed for this one. Life's a Trip. It's just funner for me. Just more fun. Not All Heroes Wear Capes versus the Divine Feminine. Not all heroes wear capes is one. Yay versus If You're Reading This It's Too Late. I'm gonna go with Yay. Now we've got the third bracket. So I think this is the semifinals. Damn versus Taboo. Damn versus Taboo. I'm gonna go Damn, but Taboo's close. King Push versus Flower Boy. Flower Boy. Good Kid, Mad City versus Take Care. Good Kid, Mad City. Long Live ASAP versus Rodeo. If I vote Rodeo, Long Live ASAP. ASAP Rocky's out. Astroworld is still in, I think, right? Long Live ASAP versus Rodeo. I think Rodeo's just better. But not by too much. T-Pab versus Igor. T-Pab, but that hurts me internally. Goodbye, Igor. What? Before DASS versus Magna Carta Holy Grail. Magna Carta Holy Grail wins for me. Pinata versus Not All Heroes Wear Capes. Pinata. Nasir versus 2014 Forest Hills Drive. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Astroworld versus Wolf. Astroworld wins. It's a 9, and Wolf's only an 8.5. Astroworld might be a 9.5. Sorry, Wolf. 1999 versus Birds in the Trap. 1999 is more hungry, and we've already got 2 Travises, so 1999. Life of Pablo versus MBDTF. Love is Rage 2 versus Life's a Trip. Life's a Trip again? What? Yeah, Life's a Trip is definitely over. Love is Rage 2, but not by that much. I Am Better Than I Was versus Man on the Moon 2. Man on the Moon 2. Why not by that much? Yay versus Because the Internet. Because the Internet. Watch the Throne versus Nothing Was the Same. I didn't know Watch the Throne was still in here, but I'm gonna go with that. Close though. My Name Is My Name versus Stokely. My Name Is My Name. And now it's actually the semifinals. Good Kid, Mad City versus Flower Boy. I am sorry, but yeah. If I do this, my favorite rapper is out. Tyler will be out. Good Kid, Mad City. Right? It's gotta be better than Flower Boy, right? But what's more enjoyable, though? What's more enjoyable? Flower Boy or Good Kid, Mad City? It's good. Flower Boy's more enjoyable, but Good Kid, Mad City is a better album, and that is my final decision. And I am regretting all my life decisions. Damn versus T-Pab. 2014 Forest Hill Drive versus My Name Is My Name. 2014 Forest Hill Drive. Pinata versus Magna Carta Holy Grail. Gotta really compare track list here for this one. Pinata. Let's go with Pinata first. Pinata. I mean, it's got Bomb, Robes, Broken, Lakers, Shame, Watts, Pinata, like the self-title, the title track. But Magna Carta Holy Grail, though, I think is just more cohesive. It does have that song with Justin Timberlake, though, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm going to go with that, but it's close, and I don't know. Magna Carta Holy Grail, but not by much. Astroworld versus Watch the Throne. I think this might be where Astroworld goes, because we still got Rodeo. So, Watch the Throne. Man on the Moon 2 versus My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Life's a Trip versus 1999. I already have all the Life's a Trip songs in my head, so let's do 1999. Summer Nights. Waves. From the Tomb. I mean, obviously, I guess 1999 is just better. So I'll go with that, but that's sad having to see Life's a Trip go. Because the Internet versus Rodeo. This is where I pick Rodeo over Because the Internet. But that hurt. MBDTF versus TPAB. MBDTF versus TPAB. Is it TPAB? Let's think here, because our options are TPAB, Good Kid, Mad City, or My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. TPAB is the best, right? Right? Isn't it better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? It's gotta be. But I don't think by much. This is upsetting. But I've got to do TPAB. I'm sorry. 2014 Forest Hills Drive versus 1999 is 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Watch the Throne versus Rodeo. Rodeo. Good Kid, Mad City versus Magna Carta Holy Grail. Good Kid, Mad City. Rodeo versus TPAB. It comes down to Rodeo versus TPAB. It's TPAB. And then 2014 Forest Hills Drive versus Good Kid, Mad City. It's Good Kid, Mad City. So then in the end, we've got TPAB versus Good Kid, Mad City. And it's TPAB. 2 Pimp, A Butterfly wins. Wait, you can play again? What do you mean you can play again? It's going to be the same albums. Well, that was truly, that hurt my brain internally quite a lot. But, yeah, I mean, that was really good. That was really fun, but, yeah, so, hope you liked this video. If not, try your hardest not to leave an angry comment, but if you disagree with me, then share that. Polite as you can. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next video. Like and subscribe before I eat you. And, don't forget to listen to all of these, because they're all really great albums. I think, or at least most of them are. Anyway, bye.